Hi, this is Dr. Jones. So this is the Google Sheets version. I'm just using the last um, attempt that I had with Excel in the first two videos. You'll remember that I had the first two times I made the attempt and was able to hit all the constraints except I could not get under 2,000 calories. I went with a third time and I made the changes that I made in items down here with the soft serve cup and the iced coffee after I'd already changed out the Whopper Jr. and the chicken and the Mott's applesauce. So I've just taken that worksheet and copied it into Google Sheets for those of you using that program. And now I have put in these cells because those cells wouldn't show up. You have to again delete these numbers here so that Solver can put the numbers in there. Then you have to go ahead and put in your formulas here as well when you bring these over, because otherwise it just brings the numbers. It does not bring the formulas. So we have exactly the same formula for this one that we did in Excel, where I use some product. I use the absolute values here, and I have the B7 to G7 here. So it's the same formula. Then I just copied it down for each of the other cells down here. Now we're going to do the solution. So I go up to my extensions and I open Solver. And again, if you have not watched the video on how to get Open Solver and the Excel Minor Analysis Tool Pack in your Google Sheets, take a look at that video. But we're going to open up the sidebar, and it takes it just a second to think, and then it does it. Now, our objective cell right here is this one, and we just click the objective cell, and we can, there we go. We updated it. It is H sub 7. Now we want to minimize, and notice it's got the British format there. That's okay. That's all right. We want to minimize that. And then we have the variable cells that we're going to add to it. So we're going to highlight those and add those in. And it shows now B6 to G6. Those are the things. So we've got our objective cell and we've got the variable cells right up here. Those are the things that we're going to change. And now we need to add our new constraints. Okay? So, selected constraint, that one, click it, update. It just takes it a second to do that. We need to change this to greater than, and we need to update that one and save it. As I say, it just takes it a second. Or 6. There we go, there's one. Now we update this one. That one. And we have to make it greater than or equal to, and then we save that one. Then we do this one. Again, greater than, update H12 and J12. Save it. it. And now to our last one. Click on this one, update that. We leave that as less than or equal to, update that. And save. We've got our 5 constraints in. Notice we have checked unconstrained variables are non-negative, so can't have any negative orange juices in there at all. And then we want solvers, Google Linear Solver. You have some options out there that you can choose different ones, but we're not going to do that. We want the linear one that's using, so we're just going to cancel this out here. So Google's Linear Solver, and we're going to do our best to solve this model. Let's see if it works. Kadoom, 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 kadoom. It takes it a minute. Not quite as fast as Excel, but it's telling us now. The model is solved. And so what does it come up with? Well, let's take a look. How close is it to our Excel spreadsheets? Numbers. Take a look at it there. 4.105, 4.105, 19.789, 19.789, zeros on the rest of it, and same number of calories down here as up there. And it says for the others 6.57, 61.57 on both those, 380s, 78, 28, and essentially the same on those numbers. So Google Sheets Solver has come up with the same numbers that we did with Excel, and then all you need to do is write out, if this was your third one, you would write out, sorry, it just didn't happen because we did not get under 2,000 calories. But write that in your 100 words or so, that's what your, you'd come up in that discussion of explaining why after 3 tries you were not successful. I just showed the third try here. You would have 1, 2, and 3 different worksheets down here, and you would show that. Then you just save it as the assignment says, with M6, A1, your last name and your first name. And there you go, folks. That's how to do it with Google Sheets. Same thing as Microsoft Excel, just a different program. Take care.